Hello, everybody. I'm so excited to be here on another night of playing Vintage Story. We're going to jump right into it. Lots to get done tonight. Jumping into our world, Ambrosia. Hope everybody's having a good time. And I wonder if you could take a minute and post in the comments what are your holiday plans? Are you traveling? Are you having people come to you? What does it look like to celebrate over this Christmas season? Maybe you don't. Maybe you just take a few days off and hang out. That is a valid way of celebrating as well. Getting into our world, make sure. Sound isn't doing what sound needs to do. Troubleshoot real fast. I think that's what I need. That is not what I needed. Let's go into the sound settings here. Oh, goodness. There we go. But it's not going for you. Okay. Oh, geez. It was working and now it's not. Technology is great, except for when it isn't. This is how it goes. How about that? Oh, there we go. That looks like it maybe did it. Yeah, there you go. Splash around in the water a little bit. Now, one of the things I'm curious about. Oh, don't know where that worm came from. Oh, you know what? Maybe that was the worm from the last episode that escaped off the hook. I wonder if I did get that worm back, but he kind of crawled away. That's really interesting. Now, one of the thoughts I'm having is what it might look like to extend our primitive survival trot lines. Maybe we could have like several of them that extend across, and we could have a whole kind of field of them where we just continue to catch fish. I'm not sure if that's a good idea or not. Again, it's not entirely clear to me whether or not primitive survival causes the spawning of fish or it utilizes fish that are already spawned into the world. That's not immediately clear to me. And so I am a little interested to maybe find that out a little more in depth. This episode, I wanted to do a little bit of exploring. I wanted to kind of get down this edge a little bit. I know there's some wolves down here, but maybe we could get this chunk here, this area explored. I'd really like to start looking forward to breaking into the Copper Age. Would be really nice. Before we do that, we're going to ditch a bunch of our stuff. Man, my shiny brain is really bad sometimes in this game. Like, you might notice that I just keep picking up flint. Do I need more flint? No, not especially, but I just keep picking it up. I don't know. It's one of those things. I just keep doing it. I can't stop myself. We'll get rid of those. We'll get rid of those. Actually, I do want to keep like half of this with me, I suppose. Just in case. Move that down there. I don't really need that. How's our bins and stuff? Okay, got some more room. We're going to keep that with us. We don't need that many sticks on us. We could probably get rid of these cattails. I will keep a few arrows on me. I'll throw this. We definitely don't need our worm grunter. I'll throw that against the house. Yeah, this is looking like we have a little bit of empty space to be able to go and explore a little bit. Got some flint, got some sticks. Yeah, I've got enough to make whatever I need on the way. Ah, jeez. Okay, I said in an earlier episode that I thought that temporal instability moved around. That is like the third or fourth time that we've had a rift appear right there. It's causing me to doubt whether or not instability actually moves around, or if it is a case that, ooh, carrots, growing carrots, growing carrots, growing carrots. Okay, these are all just growing. We're going to mark it, and I'm going to put, this works. Carrots. That'd be awesome. Carrots are one of those vegetables that when you do get around to harvesting them, they just like show up in a plenty. Growing onions, onions, ooh, full onions. Onions are another one of those that once they, dang it, I forgot what time it was. Onions are another one of those vegetables that once they start producing, they just keep producing and they just put out so much. Lots of flax right here as well. This is, oh, that's the music. That scared the stink out of me. We're going to mark this as well. Um, that was flax. That is great. Flax is wonderful because it is both. Oh, I heard a bad boy coming out of the woods to come get me. I think we're gonna try to juke him. Oh, you know what? Maybe they were underground. Oh, there are bees here somewhere. Okay, they're like right here somewhere. I don't know if like digging around here. They're right here somewhere because I can hear them. I don't know if digging. I don't know if digging around them will like eventually make them mad or anything. This is a little bit of an experiment because this is not a thing I've had an opportunity to do yet. Is mess with bees. Oh yeah, there we go. There they are. Great. What you can do with beehives, I understand, is you can utilize them with like I think it's called a skiff, I think. And you utilize I think it's called a, no, we're good. Um, yeah, it's paused. Let's just look up bees. Um, is that what it's called? Oh, jeezy. Um, I think there's a bee guide. Animal husbandry, maybe. Beekeeping. A skep. That's close. Skeps is a bunch of clay and cattails. And then what do you do? Put it near a beehive with some flowers around it. Okay. This will require some nearby flowers as well. When the skep is full, you can destroy it to harvest the honey. Now, how do you move them around then? That's the question I have. Um, because it sounds like once you destroy it, the honey disappears. So how do I move the bees from here back to where my base is? Um, that's a little unclear to me. I don't understand that process. Um, but uh-oh, that sounds like a baby puppy. We'll put some dirt on our hot bar so we can um, what's this, currants? I do like currants. Currants are better than ENTS? Is that wrong? Wow, I'm gonna make a fool of myself maybe. Ants. No, we're not doing that. Edit. Not currants like water, currants like the fruit. There we go. Basalt. Yeah, that's not immediately clear to me exactly how that works. Moving them around. So, oh, onions. I probably could break them, and I probably would get something. I'm gonna go ahead and mark it. Alrighty. Is that a deer? I think those are deer. Yeah, I needed to venture a little bit further south down here. Now, this is, of course, going to be an area with... What is that? Is that tulle? Yeah. Tulle, if you cut that up, will give you thatch that you can use to make some really nice roofs. Maybe that'll be something we do in the nearish future. That's okay. It's still light enough. I could. I'm not sure how that light is for you guys. Let's go ahead and just do that. So, costs me a little bit of hunger, but it'll be better for viewing. Kind of dig around, see if I can't find a pot or anything in here. This one might have just been a bust. Looks like maybe that one was just a bust. That's alright. Where's my... There he is. Oh. In my limited experience, the best caves have a gear in the mouth of them. Because you're kind of peeking into that immediate beginning of the cave. There's sometimes gears just kind of waiting there for you, and it tends, I think, to indicate that there's going to be some kind of cave system, or rather like a cave ruin down in... Oh, native silver. Oh, I marked that. Now we are going to have some baddies spawning over here. Hopefully they haven't spawned over and across, though, which would be less ideal. All right, what are some things that we could do here? Oh, gosh. I knew he was there. I knew he was going to be there at least. Oh, shoot. All right, let's just run inside. Whew. Sorry for the jump scare. Switch those over. I do not necessarily want to waste these. Can you make like a... Just like a... Oh, yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. I could burn a few sticks. I don't really want to burn sticks. Sticks end up being one of those things you sort of chase around. But I do want some food. How about I go up here? I'll battle this guy off. Yeah, get out of here. There we go. Oh, I got two guys over here. he ran off into the water. He wasn't going to have none of that. Ooh. Maybe our luck's turning around. Yeah, I do need to build some kind of fencing probably across there so I can sort of block them from being able to get up in there. But let's just jump down here, grab some firewood. We're going to set that up. Make a little bit of stew before we start. I think it was Solston the other day. Start singing the song of the people, the songs of my people. I liked that. The starving to death sound is the songs of the people of the Seraphs. See if we can't bust that. Oh, there it is. There it is, the Song of the Seraph. I know. Wow, that was not as filling as maybe I hoped it was. Now with a shield, kind of some of the important aspects of that are that as you are utilizing it, there are different rates of effectiveness. Oh, that hole did really well. There are different rates of effectiveness if you're using it actively or passively. And the key difference between those is whether or not you are crouching while you're holding it. So you can see here, and then as you crouch, it kind of goes in front of you. That does matter as far as the game is concerned. They would like you to be holding it up. It kind of uses some of your, limits some of your ability, your movability and such. Oh, I had the other thing. Oh yeah, I forgot about those. I could eat a bunch of these too. Is there a puffball stew? Oh, there's a hefty. All right, we could do that. Yes, yes, yes. Great. Hot enough to light back up too. It is a medium night, and so I do not necessarily want to be out there with my friends. They don't play nice. My mom doesn't like when I hang out with them. They get me in trouble. It's not ideal. Now, one thing I could do is after this bowl, I could go ahead and sleep. Ooh, my fire pit is done. So I'm gonna have some more storage. Okay. Yes. Wonderful. And while we're here, why don't we just go ahead and make a hearty puffball stew. while we're here, while we're thinking about it, let's just go ahead and do it. Let me see if I can't run out here. Oh, God. Friends, I'm just a coward. That's the lesson here. I've never really been big into like horror games and such. It's just not one of those genres that I've spent a lot of time in. Not that I don't enjoy them, just I just haven't really invested any time or energy into them. And so this is definitely a little bit of a deviation from the kind of game that maybe I normally would play. Okay, admittedly, it is maybe a little freakier to hear them splashing right behind me as they are desperately trying to escape the pit and to come attack me. That is maybe a little disconcerting, but got these storage vessels that we can put down here now. Gosh, I don't like it when they're... Oh, they're only picked up once when they cook. Okay, there we go. Puffball stew. Look at that, not quite full, but certainly not empty. Do we want to run over there and grab the other one? Yeah, let's do it. Run back in here. Thank you. Bye. Now, because I don't have a saw, there isn't a lot of good ways or places to show this. But, what's all in here? It's an undergrowth. Okay. So, one of the things about this mod that I'm using that shows the time of day and stuff like that here in this top corner, one of the other things that it will do is it will show you if you are in a cellar. So you can see here in this corner that it is showing me I am actively in a cellar. And of course you could see, so what is it, 0.19 for veggies, 0.13 for grains, 0.26 for other, like meat and such. But as soon as you open this up and it's not a cellar anymore, they're not significantly worse, but they certainly are not better. And so you do get quite a bit of benefit to having your things in a... oh, I didn't need to waste all that firewood. Sorry. Of having your things in a place, in a cellar space. And a cellar is, I believe, 7 by 7 by 7 is the maximum size, and it must be fully enclosed with a... you could use a trap door, not like a rough trap door, but a real trap door would be a way to do that. Oh, no, don't eat it. I don't see the point in wasting the space if I don't have to. All right, let's keep it going. Don't have the means to make a quern at this point, so I can't do anything with those. These are important. These horsetails are going to be useful here and not too awfully long. We're going to utilize those to make some healing ability, which will be really nice to have that available to us. I'm going to put a block of dirt right back there. Boop. What else could I ditch? Is that medium? Yeah, I don't need to carry a bunch of that too. We could ditch that. Is that low? We don't need this many stacks of low fertility soil. you're gone. I probably could get rid of more, but that's okay. We're going to keep this around. We'll just put this... Well, I don't know. That's fine. Just a place to put it. At some point, I'm going to want to think about getting some more spears. I do want to combine these. I don't need that many sticks on me in one time. Just a little bit of overkill. Oh, we had some bee grenades. I probably got those from over there. I do have some of that bony soil that at some point I need to start thinking about going through. And maybe we'll do a couple real fast while the day is starting to clear up. I think I had a wooden bowl over here. Is that right? I do. And you know what? We're going to do it over here. They'll have to kind of come mess with me, which is kind of nice. You do have to be standing in water to be able to pan, which is a little annoying. As soon as we get some, as soon as we get a bucket or a saw, enough copper to make, I mean, we're gonna make. Why did it get so light all of a sudden? Something happening? Or did it just be a lighting bug? I'm not sure what that was. Oh, maybe it's this thunderstorm coming in. Maybe it caused the lighting to change. Not sure. Not sure what happened there. One of the things I wanted to just kind of mention explicitly here in this time was kind of thinking about 1.20. I probably will not be moving to 1.20 in the immediate future. Certainly I'm excited to play 1.20, and perhaps I'll do my own private world to practice some. But I'd really like to wait for some of my favorite mods to make their way over. I also want to wait until it's an actual official release and not just a release candidate. Those things are a little different from one another. And my understanding is that they encourage you not to... Oh, it was a candle in my hand. That's what changed our lighting so drastically. I picked up a candle. Oh, we did okay for ourselves. Got a candle out of that. All right, cool. But when you... Oh, nice. But going between release candidates in particular, there is some... Cheesy Pete's. There is some concern that a world will not like that upgrade. Is what I have been led to believe. And so I want to kind of wait till it's the official, real, everything's good to go release, and then I'll start a world in 1.20. I also don't want to abandon this world is another aspect of it. We've already spent several hours here, and I'd really like to maybe finish it. The only kind of catch there is that if there is not a clean update from 1.19 to 1.20, I will have to go through, of course, and do that again in order to search out the new lore resources that are available. And so that's a little bit of a shame, but not totally not totally a devastating thing. It would just mean restarting world and having to begin the process of making my way through the whole um, I have library in my head, and I know that it's not a library. Um, the first lore location, and so that's certainly a possibility, and certainly something I'm open to and willing to jump into. Um, but I don't know how fun that would be from your guys' point of view to watch me immediately, finish this essentially, and then immediately jump into a brand new world where I'm doing basically the exact same thing. I don't know what that entertainment value looks like. Because if nothing else, somebody online must be entertaining. Now there are guys down there, but I think we're okay to start thinking about what this looks like. To just go ahead and do that. Nope, we weren't. Ouch. Great. Wow, there's a lot of them down there right now. Jeez. There you go. That's right, throw your rock. I feel like Buffalo Bill standing up here. Puts the lotion on its skin. Oh, gosh. Was that my last spear? Dang. And that's the last drifter, too. Alright, well, let's real quick make a spear. Ooh, something. A survival skill went up to level 2. Sweet. That, of course, is the X skills mod that we have installed. And that allows for some gaining of skills, being able to get some perks out of that. Not sure. Where'd he go? There he is. Ow. Well, I thought he was dead. There we go. Alright, let's carve these guys up. Oh, my rift activity is very high. That is unfortunate. We don't like that. That's not the best of places to necessarily be. But it doesn't matter right now because it's not nighttime. We are not in a temporal storm. And even if we were, we would just dig ourselves a hole and hide there. So, all right. Great. Let's ditch some of this stuff and then maybe think about going out and doing some more stuff. Well, oh, I think you can. Oh my goodness, there's too much stuff in my hands. Is the problem. I'm not sure. No, they end up being a pile of candles is what it ends up being. Do you have any spears or anything hiding? Nope, we don't. We don't have any of that. We are going to look at these though, just to see what that cooks into that cooks into 120 and becomes 2. I think it becomes 2 fillets. which are worth 86. So you are better off to fillet a bass. There are some fish that are better to fillet and some fish that are not. Oh, he only becomes 86. So we're not doing that. Trout, char. All right. Buncho candles. Maybe we'll do this. Boop, put it on every roof. Do. Oh. I can make an excellent meal with that. Great. There is not much really to do, I understand, with this, but to go ahead and make it into the twine. Which, of course, we have a little bit of that already. We want that horsetail. I don't think I have any more horsetail, which would be nice because maybe we want to heal up a little bit. You do heal up over time, and so slowly but surely you will regain health, but it does compromise your hunger. You are more hungry as you are healing, and so it is better to try to heal as fast as you can. Well, this flax is still growing. I don't know why. I'm just on point tonight, I guess. Usually it's impossible to find this stuff. But tonight is just going real well. I didn't necessarily need to bring that with me. I'll run back. I'm close enough. Maybe my fish will be done too. Boop. Do the long hurdle. Set that over here by the water. Ooh, we do want to reload our fishing hooks with worms. Must be out here. Yeah, there they are. And we're just not getting full. Beat type earthworm, beat type earthworm. Great. I could just sit here and grunt earthworms and eat those. It's 5 earthworms to a single. 5 earthworms to a single blip on your hunger bar, and so you would have to eat a number of worms. Now it's just survival. I have that. Okay. So we could do well rested. Oh, okay. Huge stomach allows my stomach to be larger. And long life. Increase your health by 5%. An additional 1 for each level. My arm scared me. I like huge stomach. Is really nice. Because when you do get to eat, you can really fill yourself up. And then not have to eat for longer, which is nice. Ooh. No, don't throw things at me. Fine, I'm going to go do the healing. We're going to do what we said we're going to do. That is always 100% my issue in this game is let's go do this thing 3 adventures later. I also do need more spears. Is this a big oak with... Oh, yeah, it is. Fridge. Yeah, he ran off. That's all right. I just get so distracted. You know, we say, oh, we're going to go do... we're going to go get this. We're going to go do that. And then we end up with 5 different things. I wanted to look... See, this would be nice. If you could add your own journal entries, like a to-do list. Um, that's what I need. I need the to-do list mod, where it lets me type in all of the things I want to get done, and then I can pull it up for you guys so you can see what I want to get done, and I can be held accountable to a sheet of paper. That is a thing that I need and love in my life. Great. It is 4 of these to, I think it's 1 cattail to 4 of these, or maybe I've got that reversed, and then you get 4 of them out of it. Now, this would be nice to cut this down at some point, but they reproduce mushrooms eventually. These mushrooms will return, and so we do not want to cut that down. We're going to push mushrooms on the oak. So hopefully later I don't come along and cut this tree down thinking, oh, I would love to get a bunch of oak. Maybe we could just keep that one around as a source of mushrooms over the course of the game. Lots of flowering blueberry bushes, which are going to come to harvest sooner than later. 3 days? Soon we're going to be rolling in berries, but right now we're not. Let's see, cattail. There we go. Like I said, I think it. Well, I don't need that. Can I just plant this? There we go. 18 days, cooks into chard. Great. Cattails. I think that's right. Okay, no, it was one horsetail to. Oh, 2. Sorry, 2 cattails to 4 horsetails gets you 4. Jeez, look at my gear just turned down there. I would like not to go insane. Would be an ideal situation, a more ideal version of events. But of course, that's going to depend on Dave. If Dave wants to come visit me, he is welcome. Always love a visit from Dave. It's Dave's friends that don't. What was that? I think it was a baby bunny. Again, I'm not using like any kind of like concerted search grid here as I'm. Oh, yes, he's stuck in that corner. Means I can go mess with him. Oh. If I stay on his side, he'll stay in this. There we go. No. Sometimes that is just a pain. Oh, great. Got a little bit of red meat. I do have some bones. Unfortunately, I'm a picker-upper, and so oftentimes my trips get cut a little short because I fill up my inventory too quickly. I just see everything, and I want it all. Kind of. Ooh. We can drop that, of course. What are those? That might have been in the music. Black currants are excellent. And I just broke that, so I'll go ahead and take... Oh, shoot, no, I can't. Okay. We'll take these ones, though. Was it above it? Oh, it was the one above it. I was going to say, I just saw black currants. How am I not getting them? No great way to get up there. I got this giant pile of dirt in my hands, I guess. That is one little annoying thing about this game, is that the like jumping and putting blocks underneath yourself is not as smooth a motion as I wish it maybe necessarily was. I see a benefit to it not being as smooth as I would like it to be, meaning that like when I'm trying to use it to cheese, there's a little bit more. I'm honestly not sure that it is a skill question. I think it truly might just be an RNG issue. But it does make it so that you aren't like guaranteed every time you're gonna escape from the wolf or the whatever. And I mean, there's something to be said about that. That there is a little bit of still danger even in the ability to nerd pull straight up and escape any danger. That even in that context, you still don't know what's going to happen. A jack-o'-lantern, I believe, is very poisonous. Like kill you instantly poisonous. So let's not do that. Of course, we're kind of keeping an eye open for resin on these pine trees. It's not something that large bite marks tells me there's a wolf somewhere near here. But he left me some meat. Thank you, sir. Maybe he's a friend and not an evil monster who wants to eat me. I know that's not true, but it's something I can hope for. One of the things I've been thinking about within this game is the winter mechanics. I've been thinking about the winter mechanics in the standpoint of what it looks like to have a secondary home in a warmer climate that you fly south for the winter essentially. Especially if you were able to find a train. Oh no. Uh-oh. If you're able to find a transporter near you, or at least relatively close. Did I get him? I think I got away. Oh, I don't have any. I can go ahead and eat this. Yeah, does anybody find themselves in a position where they are, they have a summer home and a winter home that they move between seasons? Again, I imagine that would be much easier to accomplish if you had a long distance teleporter that would send you there, or at least relatively close instantly. Then maybe you could build a. Is this a rabbit? Dead rabbit. Knife blade, please. Then you could just jump in your teleporter. And I think also it'll be much easier in 1.20 when you have an elk that you can kind of load up with all of the supplies that you might need or want. Do I have a knife blade in my... Oh, there it is. I am going to use a bone. Save myself a stick. Because then you can just kind of load that thing up and they hold so much. Um, you really can fill those elks with just a lot of stuff as you're taking off. And so I feel like is there another beehive? Right. Oh, shoot. That's what I get. Well, while we're here. Yeah, I feel like that makes it much more possible to travel a long distance for the purpose of moving for a season. Um, I imagine within like 1.19, it's just untenable to pack up everything um, in a relatively small amount of space so that you can move it. I'm not going to dig them out. I'm just going to mark them. Not the bees. I don't have space. I put those down earlier. Lots of good finds here as we're wandering around a little bit. This is a pretty intense music. All right, let's make some more food. We're gonna make a let's see. This is not poisonous, right? Correct. We're gonna make one of those with some of that, with one of these. Doesn't like that. See, it likes that. Does it not like it because there's not enough meat in it? That might be why it doesn't like it. We'll make a couple meats. That's fine. That's fine. I can make that happen. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. Could throw this downstairs. What do we got here? I think... What is happening? Oh, okay. I think maybe I want to have some thoughts about what it looks like to get these in the ground sooner than later. Oh, please. Oh, well, that's fine. Let's pick that up. All right, we can plant those. We can plant those. For now, it just kind of is what it is. Get some stuff in the ground. Hopefully get it growing. Ah, nice. Do love catching fish. It's a really nice thing to get done. Now, I'm wondering if maybe this is a... oh, is it not baited anymore? I thought it was. Did I maybe... Oh, I maybe clicked it earlier. And unbaited it. Which is apparently something you can do. A perch. Great. with some left over. Half a serving even. Nice. Let's see what we can do here. Throw in a fish. Open back up my cellar. This is why I would really like some copper. Let's see if it likes currants and mushrooms. It does not. And an earthworm. I knew that wasn't going to work. In the 10 seconds, did it catch another one? It did not. Alright, well, maybe we aren't going to be able to make a nice meal out of this right now. I think perhaps it's that it doesn't want to... I don't know. I don't know what the issue is here. I also don't know if this perch... Well... There we go. Becomes 2. Okay, so maybe the perch becomes worth it to cut up. Because you get 2, well, it's a spear. You get 2 out of it, so perhaps this is a little bit of experimenting. I feel like Julia Child. Hello! Oh yeah, so you get 2 meat, so that's maybe a benefit of being able to cut it. That maybe isn't immediately intuitive. Great. Cook that up. Throw my dirt back on my hole. Oh, I should have been grabbing... That's right. I should have been grabbing those vines as I was seeing them. Because then we could make some more cordage with them. Cordage would be really nice. Again, I'm thinking about setting up like some more extended... areas of the primitive survival lines that we had just kind of like a fishing field. It'd be nice to be able to get just a ton of fish in kind of one go. Speak of the devil. Is it? Yeah, it did drop. Great. Oh, it's right there. Great. So we do have some more. Is it 3? It's a pile of 2 of them. Okay. So maybe we get some more cordage around and have the ability to, again, make up those trot lines. I also, I think, I didn't watch all of it yet, but I did see where somebody was doing a kind of challenge where they were spending a significant amount of time in the Arctic. It was like an Arctic challenge. And they utilized trot lines to do ice fishing. And so perhaps that's another one of those ways that we could be thinking about lasting on into the winter. I know it's already, or it's only May, but winter she a-cometh, and she does not slow down, and she is not kind to the unprepared. And so, there. Thank you, thank you. Control Shift. What are you doing? What's going on here? No. Dang it. Yeah. Okay, hoes are weird. hose do not like to get put down unless there's already a tool there. That seems a little bit in the way of a bug. Certainly not the worst one in the world, but it is a little annoying. Here's that blue clay. Let's just dig up a bunch of this while we're thinking about it. So yeah, thinking ahead to what winter already looks like, maybe having those trot fields is what I will call them, and the only thing I will call them. But having those trot fields might put us in a position where we're able to catch some fish over the course of the winter and have, I don't know, maybe a somewhat steady supply of food. That would be excellent, to have some kind of reliable, continual source of food. Of course, the issue becomes that fish don't give you fat, unfortunately, and so you're not getting into a position where you're able to do, long-term storage or continue to build up an amount of resources as you're looking ahead to that. But you do find yourself in a place where even if it does rot, so what? You have fish just keep coming in. And so, yeah, I'm not sure what kind of rate you can kind of maybe expect to be coming from those. There's a lot of blue clay over here. Be looking here to expand my storage ability. Would be fantastic. And maybe even just with the few mods that we have installed, maybe it's worth taking a look. Yeah, of course there's those. Yeah, an empty skep. Placed near wild beehive. Track the colony. This will require flowers. When it's full, you can destroy it to harvest the honey, but it destroys the bees. Yeah, that's not immediately clear to me, how you move it back. And maybe it lets you have one free break. I'm not sure. Laminal mold. I'm not in a molds. Yeah, I'm not really at that place for most of this. I could make some storage vessels if I wanted to. Shingles, I guess you could do. Oh, that's slate roofing. Yeah, nothing's really jumping out at me. Maybe we'll, before we hit bed or anything like that. How long has this got? 6 days. Okay, plenty of time. How long on this? 6 days as well. Plenty. Plenty. Actually, we can do that. Make another cordage. Great. Five and a half days. Okay, cool. Now, you know what? We're going to make it on the roof. Nobody should be bothering us. It's a calm night. We'll just stand up here in the rain doing some, maybe I want to start thinking about maybe Crocs. Would be kind of nice to have around just in case I do end up needing them. because I will eventually need them. Or just thinking about making clay stuff. Crocs, of course, really shine once you get to the point where you have fat to be able to seal them. If you're making enough food that you have a surplus, um, having a well-formed pantry, as well as as long as sealed crocs. Once you start getting to that point, you can really store quite a bit of food, and have that just sort of ready to go as you go, which is just fantastic. Of course, you start getting to the point where you've got like, items that are going to last for 5 or 6 years, and just kind of thinking about that in the scope of game time, the idea that you have enough food that you could just pretty much play the game indefinitely and never have to worry about food. It's kind of cool getting to that point and thinking about I feel like that really is a point of winning in this game, when you just truly are self-sufficient, that you don't really you don't worry, you aren't just surviving any longer. You have actually gotten to the point where you've kind of made the world yours, and I just think that that's a powerful place to be in this game. I'm just going to go ahead and take this, move that. There we go. Again, pre-med. Can't jump up there because that candle. Storage vessels. These are just such a bear to make. I do start to think about what it looks like to have Napster, especially when you're just making clay stuff for a significant period of time. You end up, I think, in this place where it's like, I just can't even make one more thing. I don't know. I think there's that balance that you have to strike of, one of the kind of magical things about Vintage Story is that chores. You just continue to do your chores. But I think that line happens when you go from the chores that you're doing to things that feel like chores. And somehow those are different. And I don't know that I could quite explain how or why they're different, or my experience of them being different, but things feeling like a chore and things being a chore are certainly not the same thing in my head, or in my play experience, for that matter. And sometimes this gets to the point where it starts to feel like a chore. I've seen in like the, I think it's the Better Classes mod, or one in that vein, that has a potter who has access to a pottery wheel. That I assume the point is, it makes it much easier to form large amounts of pottery. That would be so nice on a role-playing server, to have somebody who just actually enjoys doing this just be in charge of making all the pottery, especially with like the new the beehive kiln in 1.20. I don't see me personally using that for a game by myself. I just don't see myself making this giant beehive kiln to make 100 bowls. But certainly, I think I could see a game where people are in a server, particularly if it's a server that's open to new players. I could certainly see people taking on the role as like the server potter, and they just kind of take it upon themselves to build all the pottery, and then they're firing dozens and dozens of pieces in order to make them available to everybody in the game. I certainly think that becomes a bigger possibility as the game continues to grow, as the community continues to expand. I think that just would be excellent. And I think maybe perhaps, a lot of I guess I don't want to say a lot of, but several of the changes and updates that took place in 1.20 did have a kind of, I think focus would be an overstatement, but had an eye toward improving the multiplayer experience, the server experience. Considering things like the ability to have more people on a server at once, I believe was addressed in this update. And I'm trying to think back to what I actually read now. I just remember seeing that there were several changes that seemed to be specifically addressing and thinking about building more robust online communities, which of course I think will be paramount to Vintage Story in the long run. Having communities where people get together and become part of a group where they support each other and create, truly they create accountability for, hey, are you going to be on playing at this time or that time? That just continues to reinforce the community building in which people actively participate in the Vintage Story community. As our maybe last thing we'll get done today, I can't remember if it's cattails or I think it's cattails. I wanted to look at getting some of this, not that way. Pro tip, you can, of course you can put things on, shift to set them on, but of course there's that put on many, so you can actually or take many by holding control as well. That is super handy. Improvised body armor. Oh, it's grass. It's not cattails at all. Do I have enough grass? I got quite a bit of grass. A knife. And a bunch of firewood. Let's... Was it something like this? It's not something like that. Improvised. Nope. Grass in the middle. Shoot. Grass in the middle. Knife on top. Wood around it. There you go. Nice. How do you make the pants? Are there improvised pants? Or is it just... It might just be a vest, a chest plate. Which is fine by me. It's certainly better than nothing. Okay, well, maybe it's not as reliable as I hoped it would be. Oh, you can make assault fishing hooks as well. That's great to know. Yeah, I think that Primitive Survival really does become one of those core games for me, or one of those core mods for me. it just is such a versatile mod. Um, One of the things I maybe don't have as much of appreciation for, um, not an opposition necessarily, wrong way, not necessarily in opposition to, um, but there are also um, those, what are those called? Da, 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 da. That's nice. The pillars with the statues that are worshiping some gods or something or other. I think that that's part of this game as well, part of this mod as well, and that's not really something I'm interested in. Oh, at Deadfall, I forgot about those. Um, I'm not sure if those are, again, a thing that summons rabbits into existence, or just a thing that that interacts with rabbits who already exist in the world. But we're thinking about it. Let's do it. Nope. Oh yes, I gotta actually craft them. Is it this way? Is it this way? It is that way. Yeah, maybe I want to just put one there. Dumb. Instantly. Yes, you can hurt yourself on your own on your own deadfall. That is certainly something that you can do. Yeah, I'm interested to know if those will create animals or cause them to spawn near them, or if that is just a matter of when there are animals in the area, it will cause them to attract them or whatnot. Um, that's something I'm very curious about. Something I don't fully understand about that mod is, do you have to go somewhere where there are rabbits um, or other animals in order to utilize those? Snares would have that same question connected to them for me. Oh, great. Another one? Great. Excellent. Oh, listen to that. What's that soundscape? Rain falling on the leaves. Oh, that is just beautiful. So well done. There's a few sounds I don't like. Um, the chopping of the trees is one that comes to mind immediately. Um, Gotta get the rhythm on the chopping, or don't do it at all. um, but man, listening to that rain pitter patter on the leaves above us, um, man, it's just such a well made game. Full up, I got so much going on here. Six out of 9 and 8 out of 9. I do have them marked. Cornflower. Ooh. My inventory is going to be full. Let's run back. I need like an overlay that'll display the oh, spell it rice cabbage. Cabbage's a beast to try to grow. very, very difficult to grow cabbage. Just takes so much resources. Um, I don't know, and it seems like they have somewhere in the region of 50 grow stages is what it seems like. Put those there, so we have the inability to spawn inside here. Oh, and I can get rid of, not there. I get rid of these as well. I'm still used to the mechanics of the other block game, and I often forget that I can do this and open multiple ones. What about you guys? Those who play this, do you use how do you interact with the game? Do you utilize of the mouse movement to be able to open up multiple chests? Do you use the other setting that allows you to have the open chest menu above the chest itself? That's really cool. Not something I can get the I don't remember what it's called, but the interactive first person view. I know a lot of people who are using that just because it's nice to be able to continue to look around and see what you need in each and every chest, and kind of keep a track of where that chest is and isn't. I could break those and get the stuff, but I really want the grown materials. I feel like I'm on a nice peaceful walk through the woods. Oh yeah, definitely. You know what? We're gonna look at them. Yeah, -6 HP. Just gonna throw them. I wonder if eventually there'll be a use for the poisonous mushrooms. Like the ability to make like a poison tip or something like that on an arrow. Some kind of alchemy that you could maybe do to utilize the poison in a way that causes harm. Or perhaps even a way that you could, you cook it together with the horsetail, perhaps, and it causes it to, counteract the deadliness of the poison. Just some kind of more clever ways of interacting with the game and not just knowing, well, those are poisonous, can't use those, but actually challenging us to say, how do you account for these and utilize them to continue to survive? Maybe it's a matter of knowing they're poisonous and using them as trap bait so that you are, maybe the animals die. I don't know if you want to eat the meat of a pig that you just poisoned, but maybe that's a possibility. Carrots. Oh, and onions. Jeezy Pete's. I think a thing has unlocked in my mind that has now allowed me to see plant life in a new way. I say that with so much pride, expecting that I've also walked straight past so many resources. I know that gamer blindness can be one of the most frustrating things to see as a viewer, as somebody who's watching a stream. trust me, you that I've several times smacked my head watching a streamer or somebody who's posting videos, walk right past the thing that they need to do. Of course, backseat gaming is welcome here in this community. Um, certainly not if it's like a puzzle or something like that. I don't necessarily appreciate those, but hey, you should go here. You should try this. This would look nice. This would be fun. Certainly, I welcome any of those kinds of comments. And I think it enhances. What are those? Oh, baby deer, I think. I think it enhances my play too. There are certain fun ways of playing that just don't necessarily occur to me. I didn't even see what kind of fruit tree it was, but yeah. Ooh, hello. But yeah, just ways of playing and interacting with the game that don't necessarily occur to me because they're outside of my normal play style. Yes. I've only got one. I didn't hit both, did I? No. Whoa, this is supposed to be a good season. I'm supposed to be getting rabbits galore, friends. Oh, another bunny. Oh, yes. Oh. It's fine. Just gotta make sure I get back before nightfall. A little pelt. Nice. Stupid. Oh, that arc is so different underwater. Of course it would be, and it should be, and it makes perfect sense that it would, but I'm also a little surprised. Pleasantly surprised, I suppose. But that arc is so different. Now, is this area actually connected to... No. Oh, get out of here. Oh no, that wasn't a bunny. Was that a baby deer? Oh no. Sorry, baby deer. I feel a little bad about that one. I'm also a little afraid that mommy deer is going to come see me. Onions, onions. Root veg. Well, I was going to throw it, but that was a baby deer. I don't like killing babies. I'll hunt, not in real life, but I'll hunt and not feel too bad about it. Like, I got to survive too, but I do feel bad killing babies. That's not something I enjoy, which I suppose is a positive characteristic of who I am. I do not enjoy killing babies. All right. Maybe we start thinking about heading back. Nope, not gonna throw that. What's that? the lighting thing. Trick of the light. This is a cool area down here. Lots of bunny friends, lots of cattails. I don't need that. Now that was not even close to what the trajectory should have been. I definitely was aiming more down. I don't think that one was fair. Thank you. Great. Good thing I went ahead and made those Crocs. I don't know that they'll be done by the time we get back to the house, but we got some serious food going on here. Trying to get used to that. Nice. Nope. Nope, nothing from him. That's okay. I've also had an eye out for copper. Unfortunately, I've not seen hide nor tail of any of that kind of resource. Unfortunately. Nice. Yeah, not a sign of copper yet. Unless I've walked past it 3 times. Which again, is always a possibility. I do also need a new spear. It's going to be an issue in the not so distant future. Oh, a pink salmon. Nice. Oh. Nice. Great. I can make some great food right now. It'd be really nice if if all those vegetables have been ready to go, but you know, we'll take it. If we're just going to survive on hearty, meaty soup for a little bit, that's all right. It is not ideal, I suppose, to not have the bonus for being well diversified in the way I'm feeding myself. But not dead is certainly a plus. Great. How am I doing? What's that sound? Nope. Spelt. Back north. We're kind of at that place where copper is quickly becoming our limiting factor. Now I could do a more sort of organized search for it, rather than just sort of walking around and hoping for the best. Blueberries. But I think when you do it like this, just sort of wander around a little bit, you end up finding more stuff. And the world ends up being more lived in, more alive. And perhaps it's a matter of, and I think this is a mechanic that I don't fully understand yet. It may be that basalt simply is not an area that will produce iron. Nope. It may be that I've just not gone to a place. I'm wandering around areas in which I have the wrong kind of dirt, or the wrong kind of stone underlying me. In fact, we're gonna pause it. Basalt. Can I have emerald, tin, chromium, titanium, iron, native copper? Okay, so there is native copper basalt. So that's a plus. Now I know that I'm not like wandering around in an area that is incapable of producing copper. I just can't find it. It's the classic. It's not the game. It's you. Yeah, Obsidian is the same way. I'm not sure how exactly Obsidian works. But I don't know if there's, again, this is helpful way to Obsidian rock. Oh, Obsidian is an occurring in basalt. So basalt is just the rock of this area, and then obsidian occurs naturally within it. Okay. Is that? No, that's copper. Or flint. Gotta go across this. Is this my lake? Yeah, it is. I don't have the materials on this side to be able to put together a raft, but I suppose even if I did, that wouldn't necessarily be the best idea, because then I wouldn't have to do the jaunt. And again, doing the jaunt is how you find stuff. Like this native copper that is here in plenty. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Surface copper. Nice. 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 Shoot. I don't really have a use for these right now, I don't think. I have those other small ones. I think a torch ends up being the easiest thing to just rebuild. Oh, look at all of this. That's awesome. How much should I get? 26. So I have enough for my pickaxe, but I do not have enough to continue on. And you know what? Actually, let's do that. Do that. And maybe I'll know that I did that. Even if it's burnt out, it at least is a good marker to indicate this was the exact spot you found that surface copper at. That's excellent. It really isn't I mean, you can start if you want, but it's not really worth it to start down the road of trying to make your pickaxe and everything until you really have... Oh! Oh, no, you can't... Don't swim that fast, dude. Stay away from me. Where'd he go? Shoot! Get out of here, puppy. You don't need to be seeing this. Yeah. Sorry, rip headphones. That was not good for me. We are going to build another spear while we're standing here, because we don't want that to happen again. I need to have the ability to fight him off, really. Spears cannot use bones, which would have been, I suppose, nice, but that's okay. Now, the question becomes, no, my inventory is too full. It doesn't make sense to go try to pick a fight with him. Oh, blueberry bush. A ripe one. I'm going to go ahead and eat these. And I'm going to grab that bush because it was ripe. Great. Oh, that's a conch. Okay. There you go. Let's leave where I found it. Medium rift activity where I'm currently at, which is not the best, but it's okay. We'll see if it gets higher as we get closer back to where we live. One day I will retrieve that firewood. May not be today. In fact, it definitely won't. Oh, turnips. 3, 5, 4, 5s. Okay, do I have... I can eat those carrots, but I don't really want to. I want to save those. What is this like? It's like this? No, I was trying to make a... That's right. Yeah, I just don't need this many... Where'd they go? Sticks. And I can just go ahead and carry that home. There we go. Mark you. I'll come back when you're fully grown. Nice. Alright, those are still cooking, but that's okay. Let's see if we got any fish. Would be nice. Oh my gosh. That was right beside me. Oh my gosh. I might need to log off and change my pants. That was crazy. Apparently, I have chosen to live in a space where being struck by lightning is a not out of the question possibility. Make sure... No, you can't. Okay. Just want to make absolutely sure you're not able to... Oh, are they taking my... Are they taking my bait and then not getting caught? Is that happening? Oh, I think that might be happening. Okay, apparently, primitive survival allows for the fish to eat your... I guess I wouldn't have expected anything else, but they can eat your bait and not get caught. Again, that mechanic makes perfect sense to me, but was not necessarily something I realized. Do I have any? I think my worms are all inside. Yeah. So that's going to be a potential issue of the fishing field for winter. Is I don't know. I don't imagine you can grunt for worms when it's cold outside. I don't imagine that that's... I don't imagine that that's a guaranteed possibility at that point. All right. Note to self, one of my daily chores now is making sure that I've completely forgotten the ability that I have to be able to carry chests and such. Totally forgot. That's unfortunate. Okay. Well, we have reached a point where I'm feeling pretty happy with what we've gotten done today. I could certainly go longer, but I'm feeling good about this. And I'm super excited on what we were able to find on our exploration journey. Goodness, maybe I want to use this one block of copper to be able to build a lightning rod. Jeezy Pete's. Yeah, go get myself cleaned up, and we will look forward to seeing everybody next time here. And until then, make sure that you keep your story vintage. Thanks for joining us.